Nintendo is finally gonna be paying for releasing unfinished games. Because you think that Nintendo would be a company that would be Nintendo's known for releasing polished games, but they said, you know what? Splatoon was so successful, okay? Because it thrived on post-launch content, okay? And Splatoon 2 was successful. Oh, yeah, we'll continue this model. Now it's Mario sports games. Oh, Mario Tennis 8 sold 2 million copies. Okay, let's continue this. Kirby Star Allies sold 2 million copies. Okay? But now we're in 2022, and this Finish It Later approach is, I think, gonna probably be dead. Okay? People are sick of this entire thing. Okay? People are sick of this entire thing. Okay? Yeah. And this game is not well received. Okay? It is not well received because they don't have, because this game doesn't really have any content. People are not gonna say, oh yeah, Nintendo 10 out of 10. Nintendo 10 out of 10. Okay? People are gonna start to realize that, hey, these games, okay, they're unfinished. They're unfinished. Okay? And Nintendo is being lazy. That's because your console is successful. And the same thing on Nintendo Switch Sports. Even Nintendo Switch Sports didn't have the reviews in the red. Okay. And that's another unfinished game. Okay. And there are channels that are exposing this. That are exposing Nintendo's laziness when it comes to these games. Okay. Nintendo, you need to stop being fucking lazy. Okay. If you want to put out a game, put it out correctly. Okay. Put it out correctly. I don't have Mario Strikers Battle League. Okay, I don't plan on getting it because I don't want to buy this game because it's unfinished. Okay, well, I want to show you how many kills you get in Mario Strikers Battle League at once. Okay, it sold 42,000 copies its first week in Japan, making it the best selling retail game of the week in the country, which is not really good for this game. Okay, but I'm gonna show you the character list for this game. Okay, how many characters are on Mario Strikers Battle League? Okay, what's the entire character roster for this game? Oh, there's only 10? There's only 10 characters? Okay, there's only 10 characters? You gotta be kidding me. 10 characters? This is a Mario sports game, and you get 10 characters. Okay, Daisy's not even part of the playable roster. Yeah, Daisy's being replaced by Rosalina. Okay, Waluigi's in, but I think, people, there would have been an outcry if they removed Waluigi, so that's why they kept in Waluigi. But Daisy's not in the game for some reason? Okay? Come on, Nintendo. Okay? I get it. The game doesn't have to have a big roster, but there isn't enough content to justify the price tag for this game of $60. Okay? There isn't enough content. Nintendo is being lazy. I criticize Game Freak for being lazy. I can criticize the hypocrisy of these guys. Oh my god, Sonic Frontiers looks so boring. But then the praise, Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet. Okay? These are the same idiots who will play Scarlet and Violet. Oh my god, this game looks so innovative. But when, Sonic tries to do something new, oh my god, the Sonic fanbase is just so, horrible. We all know they are. Okay? They complain about, Sonic, looking boring, looking bad. Okay? But, they'll praise Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Sword and Shield for their empty opal, and Resident Arceus, for even though they all have empty opal worlds as well, which is so hilarious to see, which clearly shows this is bias, but the Sonic team is not an indie company. Game Freak is. You can't criticize Game Freak, okay? They're the same people, but even Nintendo themselves has become lazy. Okay, and even the critics are criticizing the game for the lack of content. They're saying it's fun, but there's still not a lot of content in the game. Okay, Mario Golf Super Rush is still not as good as the older Mario Golf game on the GameCube. Okay, I never played Mario Strikers on the GameCube. I didn't even know they even released the game on the GameCube. Okay, but how many characters are on Mario Strikers Charge? That was the last game in the entry. Okay. Oh wait, there's more than 10 characters? Okay, Peach and Daisy are actually playable in the game? Okay, there were actually more than 10 characters. Of course, you have sidekicks as well. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters. And of course, you have the sidekicks, so Hammer Bro, Toad, Koopa, Super, Birdo, Boo, Dry Bones, and Monty Ball and Side Guy. So they even had filler characters in this game. But again, the roster size was only 11 characters and was only 12 characters in the other game. But they filled it in with sidekick characters. They filled in your team with sidekick characters. Okay. And they made all the characters have like in-depth things, and they added in, side characters that you couldn't play as, of course. And in the first Mario Strikers, because they also had captains and sidekicks. And the GameCube game, they had 9 characters. Okay, 9 characters, including 4 sidekicks as well. You also had unlockable characters as well. Was Bowser? You could unlock Bowser as well. You could also unlock Bowser by beating the story game in the game. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters like in the original. Okay. And all they really did was swap out Bowserina for Daisy. Okay. And unlike the last games, this Super Mario Strikers game is not really as well received as the game is bare bones and lacking in content. You would think with more Mario characters, you would have more characters to play as. You would have at least 13 to 14 characters in the game. I get the previous 2 entries didn't really have that much of a roster. Okay. Either. But all characters in the game. And they said that there'll be more characters added later. So that means they're not finishing the game at once. Okay. This is very, very, very sad, Nintendo, that you continue to do this thing. And eventually, this is going to bite you in the back. As people are not going to buy it. People are going to lose trust in Nintendo. Because they're saying, you know what, we'll just release a game now so we can make it up profits. And Nintendo, it just seems that there's 2 types of people in the groups of people in Nintendo. Them that get the developers of Forgotten Land, they release a polished product at once. Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. Okay. But then we have the other games that are being rushed out. Hey, we need to release a new of this game. We need to release a new of this game. We need to release a new of this game. We need to release filler games. So we have to release games thus so we can sell copies. Okay. It's getting old, Nintendo. It's getting old. Okay. They were expecting other characters to be in the game too. These are the only 10 characters in the game. Okay. These are the only 10 characters. And yeah. Yeah, Daisy's not playable in this game. That's for sure. Yeah, there's only 10 characters in the game. There's also no, sidekicks in this game, like in the first game. So, you can't just say, we're looking for your team of sidekicks. No, that's the only 10 characters in the entire game you can have on your team. I just don't get you, Nintendo. You used to be so great, and now you're pulling this bullshit. Same thing in the Nintendo Switch Sports as well. Which I wasn't going to buy anyways, because that's a, motion control game. But, come on, Nintendo. You're releasing your games unfinished, okay? Come on.